politicians too much to safeguard this community, and we got busy. And it's not our fault. We entrusted them. We got busy with our job, 9 to 5, our company, our family, and we entrusted that they're going to do the right thing. But the truth is, when you leave them with all that power, they get corrupted.
Yeah.
They go behind closed doors. They think is about money, and they don't think about our community anymore. This is a private jail that makes $56 million in our community. Okay, you've got every official on a jail board. These officials are getting paid directly by this private jail. Do you really think the next time, God forbid, if your son is inside this jail, they're going to do a wellness check? No, they're not going to go against the narrative. They're not going to go against someone that's paying them. They've bought off their silence. And in
Yeah,
reality,
honestly, it pains me. I have two little ones,
yes,
they're
ma'am.
going on 10, and it's like, I just pray that they stay out of trouble and they don't, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's really hard to see the fact that you don't even have, I was just asking a minute ago, like, when do you get to see your brother? Do you visit him? You know?
We haven't seen my brother. We haven't visited my brother. We haven't talked to my brother in 52 days. Here and there, somehow, some way, he gets the phone. And then we find out that he gets in trouble for a correctional officer giving him the phone. It's not right. It doesn't make sense. Okay?
But
Why
by
is this?
law, you're not supposed to have visitation. I mean, I don't know the law like
No,
that. But
by
like,
law.
if someone is locked up, shouldn't you have like visitation rights?
By law, you should have your visitation. We should be able to visit him. We should be able to talk to him in the morning, in the afternoon, at night. Okay? But ever since he witnessed what happened with this 18-year-old, they cut off everything. Now right now we're communicating, we're talking to individuals that are looking into it and attempting to fix it. They're promising us that they're going to fix it. Okay? We're waiting. We're waiting. They say that we're going to be able to see my brother. We're going to be able to talk to my brother on the phone. They're going to take him out of solitary confinement, and they're going to get back to normal. I mean, my brother has a letter from the chief of police admitting that they falsified his police report. What is he doing in jail? You found out that the police officer falsified his police report. You have a Google Nest. You have a dash camera that shows the whole entire thing is a vehicle accident.
Why did the judge renege his decision to let him out
So
on that bond?
the judge watched all the evidence and he said, this is a vehicle accident taken out of context. Mustafa should be released on a bond. The prosecutor got angry. She got upset. She said, I want an appeal, 7 days. After 7 days, she comes back and she said, Your Honor, Mustafa threatened a correctional officer with no evidence, hearsay. Okay? They're upset that he's going to come out and talk about this 18-year-old and what he saw inside the jail. They're upset that if they x-ray his leg, they x-ray his arm, they're going to compare it with the x-ray before he went into jail, because they did a CT scan on him before he went to jail. Before he went. And they're going to find compounded fracture because he was beaten up and essayed inside the jail. They're afraid. We're here to tell them, I don't care about suing you. You know, man, we're here to, I don't care about suing you. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. I don't want to sue anybody. I just want to get back to normal. Can we just get back to normal? I just want to go back to my life.
Yeah.
Okay? And these people are thinking we're going to sue them. I'll have a piece of paper signed right now. I'm not going to sue them. Okay? For 14 months, they've been torturing my brother. They've been torturing this family. They're destroying this
So
family.
he's in jail to get a. Where I'm confused is he's in jail awaiting trial or he's
Awaiting trial in December. So the trial is in December
2024.
2024. He should have had a trial within 6 months. But Amy Ashworth dropped the charges, recharged him with higher charges based on nothing, just to keep him locked up another 6 months. You know how you're supposed to have a 6 month speedy trial? She's playing the system. She charges him with something, dropped the whatever, charges him again, and it looks like he just got locked up. Okay? Right now, Amy Ashworth can drop the charges and charge him again. That's another 6 months.
So what have you? My question is, what have you gained from, being posted out here? Like, have you gained traction from?
Yes, ma'am. So what we've gained from being here is when you find out about my brother's story, usually a person that's part of this community, that's concerned for the safety of your community and your family, what you do usually you call the Prince William County Police Department, or you call the jail, or you call Amy Ashworth. What they're going to tell you is we're aware of the situation, we're in communication with the family, and we're fixing the situation. And then normally you would just go about your day thinking and you trusting that they fixed it. The truth is they're not. They're not communicating with us, and they're not fixing it. The What's happening here by me having a live broadcast into the jail, into the situation, is when they tell you that they're fixing it, you're gonna come back here on this live and you're gonna realize that they've never fixed it, and maybe you're gonna realize that they just lied to you. Nothing's getting fixed. For the past 14 months, every time someone hears about my brother's story, that he's in solitary, that he's got a falsified police report, he's got a letter, they tell people we fixed it. They tell people we fixed it. How did you fix it if my brother is still in jail, is still in solitary, no medical? Like, you haven't fixed it. You're lying to the community. And this is what we've gained from us being here, is we're telling them that they're...
Have you tried to contact like anyone outside of local news, like CNN, Fox 5, NBC, maybe what's his name, the guy that got fired from CNN? He covers different stories on his YouTube, but it gets a lot of views and it travels.
So we contacted Julie Carey with NBC4.
With Gone Lemon.
Okay. So far we contacted Julie Carey with NBC4. We tried contact Channel 9, Fox 5, but they're not picking up the story. And the only thing that I can understand is that this jail is a private jail that makes a lot of money, and it is very difficult for a news outlet to go against a narrative where they beat up my brother, they essayed my brother, they denied him medical. This jail is paying off a lot of people. Now what's going to happen, now let me tell you what's going to happen. When the community is finding out, if enough people call the media outlet, like the person you just mentioned, he's going to cover the story. But if I contact him by myself, nothing's going to be done. The community at large is going to have to start contacting the media, asking them, are you aware of the jail parking lot situation? And if they don't cover it, they're going to have to cover it because then they're going to look like fake news. They don't want to tell the community, hey, we are fake news, even though they are fake news. I mean, look at what happened to this 18-year-old. Julie Carey covered the 18-year-old. She didn't talk about the 3 witnesses that came forward. She didn't talk about the jail unaliving this 18-year-old. She said this 18-year-old has a DRUG problem. It's not true. This kid was unalive inside the jail on the hand of a correctional officer. Prince William County Police Department beating him up, and instead of taking him to the hospital, they brought him here. A correctional officer was angry and upset that this kid was a nuisance, asking for a medical. Who are you to keep asking for a medical? He went in, slapped him around. Let's get the body cam. Prince William County will refuse to release the body cam. If you have nothing to hide...
This kid's family, did they request for the body cam?
The Prince William County refused to give them the body cam.
Why can they do that when
That's a good
there's
question.
been a crime?
There you go. That's a good question. The same way when we asked for the body cam for my the dash camera for my brother and the body cams, they refused to give them to us. Okay. Now the reason we're here is because the community is getting a hold of what we're doing, and now the community is FOIA requesting the body cam of the 18-year-old, is the dash camera for my brother, the CCTV camera from inside the jail. The community at large is demanding these cameras, because if you want to prevent another 18-year-old from being unalived inside this jail, if you want to prevent another person being his police report falsified, FOIA request a camera. Let's watch what's happening on these cameras, and then whoever is involved, hold them accountable so this doesn't happen again.
Exactly.
Okay. Otherwise, we're gonna have another 18-year-old unalived inside of the jail. Ma'am, I don't know if you have a dash camera, but if you get in a vehicle accident, if the police department feels that they have to relieve the liability, they can take your dash camera, cut your dash camera, and then who's going to ask? Who's going to ask otherwise? You know,
Hide the evidence.
I asked myself, why did they falsify my brother's police report? Who is Mustafa for them to do all this to? They falsified the police report, they crushed and staged the vehicle, they edited and cut the dash camera, and they hide the dash camera. Why? Who is Mustafa? And then when I read the discovery, I find out that they failed to airlift his girlfriend and 5-year-old Empress. They failed to airlift him. They said she was stable, so they ground transferred. She's not stable. They were not stable. They should have helicoptered them the same way they helicoptered my brother.
Oh, he was helicoptered.
Of course, he was in a coma. They helicoptered him. And to avoid liability, to avoid Dorothy's family suing the police department, they said Mustafa stated, I was arguing inside the vehicle, I was angry inside the vehicle, I know what happened. Mustafa never said that. I have an audio recording of the conversation. Mustafa never said that. Okay, now the investigators on the Brady list. The whole entire case is built on these statements. 14 months later, look at what's happening with my brother. How are you going to give my brother his life back? Even if you release my brother today.
Oh, he'll be traumatized.
Okay.
There's no turning back from this.
No due
He
process.
needs a lot of work. Yeah.
No due process. His due process is violated. He's got to testify against an investigator in December that falsified his police report. You want him to prepare for his case and testify while he's in solitary confinement for 14 months? You beat him up, you essayed him, you have him in solitary confinement. What are you doing to this kid? And you want him to prepare for his trial? This is not due process. They violated his due process, and now they're not giving him medical. This is your Eighth Amendment. Your Eighth Amendment, cruel and unusual punishment when you're in prison. Okay? You violated his Eighth Amendment. You beat him, you essay him, you deny him medical. This is a cruel and unusual punishment. Now you don't have him talk to my mom. You don't have my mom visit him. What are we doing here? Okay? And they want to play nice.
Call in, right?
No, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. We
just
cannot.
only the attorney.
Only the attorney. And the attorney is Otto Richmond. He's not going to call him every day. He's going to call him when he wants to talk about the trial. You know how expensive this attorney is? The first attorney stole our money. $50,000. Who has $50,000? Okay, we work hard. We collected every penny.
Yeah.
Okay? And this guy comes out of nowhere and steals it. Find out that he's working for the investigator that falsified the police report. The question is, how did we get this attorney? We live in Stafford. When they arrested my brother, my mom was crying. Me and my brother, the next day, we're all confused. We don't know what's happening. We go over, we drive from Stafford to Prince William County. We go to the nearest office next to the courthouse. We go in, we tell them what's happening. They tell us at night we're going to call you. They call us at night. Casey Stephen calls at night. And he tells us what we want to hear. And he tells us, I want $45,000 up front. Come and find out that this attorney knows the investigator in 2016. In 2016, this lawyer got involved in a vehicle accident, a DUI, and flood the scene, and only got 90 days suspended. Let me go crash a vehicle with a DUI and flood the scene. You think I'm going to get 90 days suspended?
I'm burning up.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to...
Same investigator as today falsifying the police report. I'll switch seats with you. I'll switch seats with you. I'll switch seats with you.
No,
Okay,
no,
so, yeah.
I have my
Oh, you have-
in the car too, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You know, whatever this is going to stop.
yeah.
It's coming to an end. Oh, by the way, I have a Google Nest inside the apartment. The apartment has a Google Nest. A Google Nest is video and audio, days on days, inside the apartment. It's a system. It's like an Alexa.
Yeah.
Every time my brother leaves, him and his girlfriend, they can talk to everybody else. It's a camera inside the house. The prosecutor says Mustafa is abusive to his girlfriend and the kids. That's why he did this. You have a Google Nest inside the apartment. You know, we gave these videos to the lawyer, the one that was protecting the police, and he said, I never got it. Interesting, right?
So, but there's
I
no
have it.
backup.
I have,
There's
of course, I
backup
have
of
it.
the video.
I gave it, now I have a new lawyer. I gave it to the new lawyer. The prosecutor is scared and barely says 2 words inside the court. And biting on her fingers, fumbling over her words.
Who's the prosecutor?
Sarah Sammy. Commonwealth Amy Ashworth, Sarah, and then prosecutor Sarah Sammy. Okay? Now they're nervous because the Google Nest is coming out. What do you think is going to happen if I release it to the community? I'll promise you, you're going to have 100 people here in the parking lot angry, okay? Because they've been lied to by the Commonwealth attorney. I have days on days. I have days on days. Google Nest. You see how much my brother loves his girlfriend and loves the kids. And if you have time, I'll show it to you.
No, I need to go.
Yeah.
The kids are like, please, let's just go.
Whenever you stop by.
I'm gonna come by, don't
Yeah.
worry. Because there's this store that I've been going to. It's like an Amazon store, and
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
driving all the way from Woodbridge to here. So
Ma'am, thank you
I'm
for
gonna
stopping
come
by.
okay?
God-
Give me a
God bless.
hug. God bless you too. All right.
I'm going to take your phone number.
Yeah, sure.
Stay in touch with me.
Look up.
To a lot of people. And
I'm
they-
gonna text you my name, okay?
Sounds good. Yes, ma'am. And
All right. So when I
God bless you,
when
ma'am.
I
Thank
buzz
you.
in on TikTok, you better let me in, okay?
Of course. Of course. God
All
bless you,
right,
ma'am.
bye.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.